How much money would you spend from a job you didn't have? How much of a non-existent paycheck would you put towards roof repairs? These ridiculous questions now mirror the budget approach in the Senate, one that has deficit hawks alarmed. At issue, extending the Trump tax cuts from 2017 at a cost of $4.5 trillion over the next decade. Republicans want to extend the cuts past 2026 to avoid broad tax increases. But they don't want to account for the cost because that would mean admitting they're deepening the deficit or forcing unpopular spending cuts. The national debt already stands at $36 trillion, and the deficit for 2025 alone is projected at 6.2% of the economy. Let's go back to that analogy. You're budgeting based on a job you expect to get, using it to plan a roof repair or hip replacement. Then the job falls through. You'd either spend less, delay plans, or dip into savings, unless you ignore reality and spend anyway. This budget does exactly that by removing the requirement to account for the cost of extending tax cuts. That obscures the trade-offs. Experts from both parties have criticized the move. Maya McGuinness of the Committee for a Responsible Federal Budget said, "You can't hide the price tag from the debt, markets, the economy, or ultimately taxpayers." Facing that reality is why budget rules exist, like the one the Senate is now trying to bypass. These rules are meant to be strict, say Republicans and Democrats who still believe in traditional accounting. Lawmakers tend to put off hard choices, but what they're really deferring is higher future taxes, fewer public services, and slower economic growth. And they're putting that burden on future generations. That's tonight's CBS Evening News Plus. Thanks for joining us. I'm John Dickerson.